Ten Best Picks presents the top 10 best drum machines. Starting at number 10. AKAI Professional XR20. These pads are primarily used for assigning different sounds to. They also light up when replaying stored beats to indicate in time which sound is being triggered and when. The XR20 is loaded with not just drum sounds, but bass, synth pads and various percussion and SFX. With over 700 sounds and 100 presets, is easy to while away a good chunk of hours just toying with the onboard sounds. You can store 100 of your own user-created beats too, so there's plenty of memory to go around. The XR20 is a pleasure to get to grips with. The only disappointing aspect is that the selection of kits means that there aren't many suited to dance or techno music, a slight oversight on AKAI's part. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. At number 9. Boss Dr. Rhythm. This drum machine is similar to the earlier discussed Alesis SR16 in that there is the ability to convert the existing pads to represent different drums and cymbals. That said, this machine caters more for the user who wants a wide catalog of beats and rhythms to choose from quickly and off the bat. Along with an array of beats, you can choose to add an accompanying bass line to your drum patterns. This may be useful to musicians who like to practice scales and chords over a strong pulse, possibly guitarists and piano players. From a musical and song-building perspective, it's unlikely that these bass lines will get much use in the studio. The DR3 is one of Boss's mid to low-end offerings, but it's not exactly cheap. The Boss DR3 won't leave you wanting for more rhythms. It has 100 preset styles and 11 patterns for each style built in, but it is limited in its usability when it comes to programming your own beats. With a tempo range of 20 BPM to 260 BPM and varying degrees of swing or straight 8 feels, you'll find a use for the DR3 in most musical situations. The downside is that the inbuilt samples are not very customizable, and the beats tend to take on a very same-sounding feel after a while. Number 8 of my list. Alesis SR16. The sample quality is impressive with different sounds for different velocities, so you can strike the pads at different strengths and you can noticeably hear a difference in tonal quality. When it comes to preset beats, the SR16 has 200 patterns to choose from, 50 of which Alesis tells us were performed by some top studio drummers in order to give a more natural feel. Like the Korg KR Rhythm Mini, you can string patterns together to create song structures and save for later. On front of the SR16 there are 12 velocity-sensitive pads, including the usual drums from kick and snare to toms and percussion such as woodblock and cowbell. There are 2 hi-hat pads for both open and closed hi-hat, a ride cymbal, 1 crash cymbal and handclaps. On the back along with the outputs you'll find a MIDI connection for use with computer sequencers. There are also 2 foot pedal connections, so you can control the machine whilst playing another instrument. The SR16 is quite rightly one of the most popular drum machines ever and is used extensively throughout the world by musicians and producers. Coming at number 7. Korg Portable Keyboard. Sometimes all you really need is a simple, easy-to-use mic in the studio that is unafraid to be simple. The KR Mini is definitely more suited to a practice aid as it is not as versatile when it comes to sounds. There is 1 kick drum, 1 snare, 1 rim click, and a selection of cymbals, including hi-hat and ride. If you're looking to use this drum machine in the studio, this may not be the one you need. It's far too limited, but that's what you expect for a product in the under $100 range. The song feature is a nice addition and allows you to chain different presets together in order to create a varying structure. Build-wise, it's reasonably sturdy and the output sound quality is clear but not very dynamic. The jazz presets were clunky and stiff and lacked any subtle nuances to be taken seriously. The KR Mini is certainly one of the best affordable drum machines on the market today and is a pretty good kit for the money. Unfortunately, it is probably best suited to being used as a basic play-along aid. At number 6. Alesis SR18 Studio Grade. The Alesis SR18 AKAI is your one-stop solution DrumBrute dream machine. It fuses distinctive analog percussion with samples while bringing in the power of sequencing and performance controls. The unit offers you everything you need in a drum machine. From a state-of-the-art aluminium enclosure, large pads, and new quick performance controls, it's a direct result of the company's quest for rhythmical excellence. The new SR18 features several upgrades compared to the earlier version, including sampling capability and a crisp large OLED screen for optimal feedback in dimly lit environments. There are ultra-durable backlit buttons rated for 50 million presses, precise, high-res encoders, quick performance controls, and large pads for maximum playability. The machine is designed for the next-generation sound enthusiast. There are extensive drum and percussion sounds, including extended compassing, editing and performance capabilities. Up to 200 user patterns are available. These include 100 preset patterns, so you aren't limited to create whatever you like. Other options include the capability to hook the machine up to your MIDI keyboard and control the drum machine's bass sounds directly from your keyboard. You can also sync the machine with your system so other devices and samplers can be timed to it. This gives you total control over numerous different aspects of its operations. Effects included are reverb, echo, and compression. Solo performers will love this machine. It has amazing sample creation and editing capabilities and offers several different connection options. You can plug in your guitar or any other instrument and play along with the beat. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Halfway of my listed number 5. Arturia DrumBrute Analogue. Arturia is a French brand that has now added an all-analog drum machine to its highly regarded Brute range. The result is an extremely flexible machine with some uniquely creative sequencing tricks at an affordable price. Housed in a chassis that is nearly the same size and design of the company's Mini Brute synthesizer, the DrumBrute features 12 synth tracks with a total of 17 drum and percussion sounds. Each of these 12 tracks is accompanied by a velocity-sensitive rubber pad to allow you to play the associated sound. Rotary knobs allow complete shaping of the machine's sonic character. A row of 16 rubber buttons allow patterns to be step-sequenced and edited either offline or on the fly while the sequencer is running. There's a 1/4-inch main output jack along with 12 individual mini jack outputs, one for each of the drum tracks. Added to this are metronome and headphone outputs with both mini and 1/4-inch ports. There's also a dedicated level control, MIDI synchronization in and out ports, and a USB connection to send and receive MIDI sync information. The sounds from the DrumBrute are full-bodied and lean, perhaps a little toward the grittier ends of the electronic music spectrum. The hats and cymbals have a raspy and metallic quality, while the reverse cymbal is especially good for adding a bit of groove and build to your drum loops. Overall, at this price point, the DrumBrute is a veritable triumph of engineering. It packs a solid assortment of top-quality sounds with a sonic character that is distinct from its main rivals. It has deep and creative sequencing capabilities and, coupled with its fluid workflow, they make it a great source of creative inspiration. Coming in at number 4 of my list, Roland AIRA Rhythm Performer. Roland's TR8's flagship drum machine has received a major update to create this fine product that builds on the success of its predecessors. It's one of the best Roland releases in some time and builds upon the original Roland machines and addresses nearly all of their flaws. The biggest change is the addition of sample playback. The original TR8 emulated circuitry built around Roland's original hardware units on a component-by-component basis. That same technology is still present in this model, but the emulated instruments have been joined by sample tracks. You will be hard-pressed to find better-sounding emulations of these drum machines anywhere else. Roland can mix these up with sample tracks to add dramatically to the drum machine's flexibility. There are over 300 preset samples on board. Even though the TR8s cannot act as a sampler itself, users can import their own sounds with an South Dakota card. But even without adding any additional samples, this machine contains an impressive range of sounds. Roland's AIRA gear's preset sounds are joined by a wide range of tones that cover analog beats, vinyl stabs, retro FX, melodic one-shots, and much more. The depth of shaping has also been upgraded. Each track has its own fader. front panel controls take care of the tuning and decay of the sounds. There's also an assignable control rotary which can control several parameters for each track. A significant upgrade for the TR-8s is the addition of 6 assignable outputs next to the main stereo outputs. This totals 8 output jacks. It's not quite one output per track, but is a big step up from the original 4. Assigning outputs is much easier since it can now be done from the screen. Many other upgrades make this a very versatile and hard-working machine. The build quality and sounds are top-notch. The machine builds on the potential of the original in all the right ways. There's added depth to create a machine that's far more flexible but still quite intuitive and a lot of fun to use. At number 3. Novation Circuit Groove. Novation Circuit is a standalone groove box that delivers cutting-edge sound with production-ready patches that are full of character. Creativity becomes second nature with Nova Heritage synths, expertly sculpted drums, or your own samples. You'll find new musical directions and create electronic grooves in no time. The machine is battery-powered to make your music anywhere and listen with the built-in speakers. Build, save, and play back entire tunes from scratch without a laptop with this versatile machine. Coming at number 2. Korg Volca Beats Analogue. The Korg Volca analog rhythm machine produces thick sounds with the power to stand up to guitar and acoustic drums. It's also indispensable for track making or working in live performances. The Korg Volca Beats gives you high-quality drum sounds that turn your inspirations into reality. The Volca is a powerful and fun-to-use device that delivers a diverse array of the fat sounds you can only expect from an analog synthesizer. Every unit is equipped with sequencing and recording capabilities. You can even use multiple Volcas connected in tandem. Take the device conveniently with you anywhere using batteries and listen to it all with the built-in speakers. This next-generation analog synthesizer brings you the ultimate sounds and grooves with ease and depth at a remarkably low price. Because of its excellent quality, tremendous features, and low price, the Korg is our top choice for the best budget drum machine in 2020. And number 1. Elektron Digitakt DDS88. Our top pick for the overall best drum machine in 2020 is Elektron's new Digitakt dynamic drum machine and sequencer. It excels in live beats and sampling and is compact and very rugged. It has an astounding feature set and comes at a very reasonable price. This Elektron makes beat making a highly tactile and rewarding experience. It also works great as a sound card for your studio. Samples can be moved around with ease, and there's a huge assortment of great electronic and acoustic sounds. Drums, percussion, synths, and even FX are included. Taking into consideration the exceptional number of features, quality of construction, and reasonable price, Elektron's Digitakt drum machine is our top choice for the best drum machine to buy in 2020. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, share this video and hit the like button.